Wow. I was discussing in the last session that Vedas has spoken about politics, administration, government deeply, and it recommends real democracy. And we discussed one small piece of the mantra. Today we will have one more mantra, which gives in principle how the combination of different forces in the politics has to be. Yatra Brahma cha. Yatra Brahma cha. Kshatram cha. Yatra Brahma cha. Kshatra cha. Samyanchau. Charataha saha. Samyanchau charataha saha. Yatra Brahma cha Kshatram cha Samyanchau charatau saha. Saha is sa and hakara. It's not visarga. Sa and hakara. Saha. So one vertical line of the mantra. Yatra Brahma cha Kshatrancha Samyanchau charata saha. Next. Tallokam Punyam Pragnesham. Tallokam Punyam Pragnesham. Yatra Devaha. Pragnesham. Sha is Murdhanya. Shanmuka Sha.
Pragnesham.
Yatra Devaha Sahagnina. Yatra Devaha Sahagnina. This is a mantra from Yajurveda. Sahagnina. Yajurveda 20.25. Yatra Brahma cha Kshatram cha Samyanchau charataha saha. Tallokam. Tallokam. When you split it, it is tat lokam. Tallokam. Punyam. Tallokam. Punyam. Pragnesham. Tallokam. Tat lokam. Punyam. Pragnesham. Yatra Devaha Saha Agnina. Yajurveda 20.25. 20th chapter, 25th mantra. Already we are given to understand, because of our general studies and of course in the background of what I have taught you so far, that Kshatra Shakti or Kshatriya is the leader. Kshatriya is the head of the government, head of the administration, head of the society, and that person will administer, govern, manage the whole society and all the people. Kshatriya. A Kshatriya is the person who has got the reins of administration in his hands. Now this Kshatriya cannot take up the administration, cannot rule alone. He needs many other forces and supporters. And one such very important supporting factor here is, in the context of this mantra, it is Brahma Shakti. Brahma Shakti. So speaking of the coordinated work of the two powers, one is the Kshatriya Shakti, another one is the Brahma Shakti. Now, how do you understand these two? Yatra Brahmacha Kshatrancha, up to that. Where, Yatra is where, Brahma and Kshatriya Shakti. So these are the two very important forces required for any administration, for any ruling. Brahma Bruha Bri Vruddhau, that is the one which is understood as knowledge. Brahma is knowledge, Brahma is Jivatma, Brahma is Paramatma. There are so many meanings for it. Now here in this context, it is the brain. It is a knowledge which is required to rule the society, rule the world. In the previous session, I told you very clearly, whenever you come across the word Rashtra in the Vedas, it clearly means the whole globe and never means the territories made by we human beings. Those territories are never recognized by the Vedas. For Veda, Rashtra is the entire globe. Brahma Shakti is the knowledge and wisdom, jnana. And Kshatriya Shakti is the one which implements things strictly, is capable of implementing it. It doesn't mean that it has no brains. Of course it has, but it's a specialization. Brain is a specialization of Brahma Shakti, and implementation of it is the main factor in Kshatriya Shakti. Brahma Shakti too has got Kshatriya. Kshatriya Shakti too is having this Brahma Shakti. But because Brahma Shakti is predominant, we identify it separately. Because Kshatriya Shakti is predominant, we identify it separately. That's all. So these two powers, Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti, are essential for running the government, for ruling. You can understand it in another way. You can understand the Kshatriya Shakti as the king, and you can understand Brahma Shakti as the kingmaker. Kingmaker never sits in the throne. He guides the other person to sit on the throne and guides the person on the throne, how the administration has to be done, how the ruling has to be done. But Brahma Shakti never sits on the throne. It's always behind the screen. But unless it is there, unless it guides, Kshatriya Shakti cannot function. Of course, Kshatriya Shakti has the will to implement rules and regulations, laws. But the laws and rules and regulations have to be framed by another power called as the Brahma Shakti. In today's terminology, you can understand Brahma Shakti as the legislature. And you can understand the Kshatriya Shakti as the executive as well as the judiciary, both. The very king implements the rules and regulations, and at the same time is also the judicial authority. In case if there is any dispute, any problem, as the king himself will listen to the parties and give the decision. Of course, he will be supported by other jury and other things. But for the discharge of duties as a Kshatriya, as the executive and as the judiciary, they need some guidelines. They need some framework. They need some basic principles. And those basic principles and guidelines are framed, given to them by another agency, and that is the Brahma Shakti. If the Kshatriya Shakti disobeys Brahma Shakti, the whole thing will result in chaos. If Brahma Shakti frames wonderful rules and the Kshatriya Shakti doesn't implement it, then the whole thing is useless. So there has to be a perfect coordination between the two, perfect faith among themselves, and perfect respect between the two. The king sits in the throne and rules subject to, this is very important, subject to the guidance given by the Brahma Shakti. Brahma Shakti is never after power. It's not after seat. It's not after throne. But it stands hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder with the Kshatriya Shakti and guides it at every step as to how the decisions should be taken. You can understand Brahma Shakti as not only the legislator, but also the cabinet, the group of ministers. That is the Brahma Shakti. So they guide. And according to that guidance, the Kshatriya Shakti takes decisions and takes a whole society ahead. Yatra Brahmacha Kshatrancha. Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti, where Saha, together, hand in hand, complementary, in a complementary way. Whatever Brahma Shakti does is complemented by the Kshatriya Shakti, and whatever Kshatriya Shakti needs, that is supplied by the Brahma Shakti. Kshatriya Shakti needs some guidance. It's a problem. It has to take a decision. It will refer it to Brahma Shakti. And then Brahma Shakti will ponder over it, will do tapas over it, will concentrate and focus on it, and come out with a solution. And that solution will be passed on to the Kshatriya Shakti. In turn, Kshatriya Shakti converts into a rule. And that becomes an order. Now, this is a coordinated work. It's neither by Brahma Shakti nor by Kshatriya Shakti. It is a coordinated work of Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti. Saha means together. Yatra Brahmacha Kshatrancha. Nine matadu. Where is Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti? Saha together. Samyanchau, in coordination. Charataha Charagatau, move. Where the Kshatriya Shakti and the Brahma Shakti together in coordination move together. So both are necessary. As the two wheels of a cart. The cart runs not with single wheel, with two wheels. So one wheel is the Brahma Shakti, other one is the Kshatriya Shakti. Now both together, put together, where in coordination they move. Yatra Brahmacha Kshatrancha Samyanchau Charataha Saha. So whenever we are looking into a welfare society, whenever we are looking into a government which is effective, whenever we are looking into an administration which finally establishes a welfare and peaceful society, in all such circumstances, the coordination between the Brahma Shakti and the Kshatriya Shakti, the brain and the arms, now that's what is compared. Brahma Shakti is compared with Shira, and Kshatriya Shakti is compared with the Bahu. So this Bahu gets a command from the Shira, which is behind the screens. And what is behind the screens, it works and thinks and analyzes the whole pros and cons of an issue. And finally, reduces the whole thing into a few guidelines. And these guidelines are passed on to the Kshatriya Shakti, the Bahu. And his Bahu is capable of implementing it implicitly, implementing it strictly. The strict nature is one of the properties of Kshatriya Shakti. Brahma Shakti, it analyzes threadbare everything. It's capable of doing it. One analyzes things and frames the rules. The other one implements the rules. Mere implementation without thought is useless. Thought which cannot be implemented is again useless. So we need a perfect coordination between the two. Yatra brahmacha kshatrancha samyanchau charatas saha. Samyanchau in coordination, together. Saha, together. Samyanchau in coordination. It's not that both are there. Both should be there, and the actions what they do, the duties what they perform, the duties what they discharge have to be complementary to one another. That is samyanchau. Like that, charataha, they move ahead. Yatra brahmacha kshatrancha samyanchau charataha saha. Tatlokam. Now that society, that world, that is where this Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti are working together in coordination. Now once again, this Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti, what we have got? Brahmana or Kshatriya, the other words what we get from it. They are all Varnas. They are never meant as castes as I understand today. They are not castes, they are Varna. They are chosen by certain people. Those way of lives are chosen by certain people. And the choosing of maybe Brahma or Kshatriya way of life, it depends upon their guna, karma, sabhava, samarthya. Their aptitudes, their attitudes, their capacities, and their very nature. Depending upon it, they choose their way of life. So those who have got the Brahminic instinct in them, Brahminic aptitude in them, they choose a Brahma way of life. And those who have got the Kshatriya instinct in them, Kshatriya properties in them, they choose the Kshatriya way of life. One is the kingmaker, the other one is the king. Now, where all these things happen naturally, in coordination, in unison, together, yes, Tallokam, Tatlokam. That society or that world. So we are considering, we are studying a society or a world where the two forces, Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti, in coordination with mutual belief, with mutual faith, they do it. Now this Brahma or Kshatriya, whatever it is there, the Varnas in general, what I am referring to, there are different ways of life, fine. And the purpose of these different ways of life, not only Brahma and Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra also put together. The purpose of these different ways of life is to establish a welfare and peaceful society. This is an area where they contribute their mind for the welfare of the society. Brahmana also works for the welfare of the society. Kshatriya also works for the welfare of the society. Vaishya also works for the welfare of the society. Shudra also works for the welfare of the society. In their own way, their own capacity. Because all of them have a common goal of establishing a peaceful and welfare society, a prosperous society. And of course, they are all part of it. If the society prospers, they all prosper. The society suffers, all suffer. Because the society is made up of these groups only, these people only. Now, because of the purpose of all the four Varnas being the same, there is a welfare of the society. There is no discrimination among them. Brahmana is as important as a Shudra, Shudra is equally important as a Vaishya, and both of them, they are equally important as a Kshatriya. Each have got their own role to play, and the purpose is the welfare of the society, and never anyone is treated as a superior person and nobody is treated as inferior. This is a very, very important thing that we have to bear in mind. Because those people who have misinterpreted the Vedas, have misunderstood the Vedas, they have been telling that Brahmana is the highest, Shudra is the lowest. High born, low born. So many such things they speak of, which are never there in the Vedas. It clearly speaks of equality, equal respect, equal status to everyone. Because the purpose of all of them is the welfare of the society, is the peace in the society. Because of that goal, because of the purpose, they all become equal. Here in this mantra, we are given to understand about the coordination between two varnas. It doesn't mean that Vaishya is not required, Shudra is not required. Elsewhere we have got that also. In this mantra, little emphasis is given on the Brahmana and Kshatriya way of life. Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti. Sometimes we get a question, why not a single person concentrate on both Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti? Yes, if it is very small society, localized, yes, it can be done. No problem at all. But when it comes to the global level, the capacity of an individual will not be sufficient to take care of both at the same time. We need some people who are specialized. They got a special intuition, special quality, special aptitude for Brahma work and Kshatriya work. But because they are two persons, it doesn't mean that they work at loggerheads. They work in coordination. That's very important. They have to work in coordination. Though they are two persons, not only two persons, it could be two committees, groups of people, or Brahmins, groups of people who are Kshatriyas. They have to work in coordination. We require the services of more Brahmanas. We require the services of many number of Kshatriyas. Of course, the whole Brahminic group will have one leader, and whole of Kshatriya group will have one leader. That's fine. But the coordination between the two activities, the Brahminic activity and the Kshatriya activity, has to be there. The coordination is very, very important. And they have to work together. They have to be together. They have to work together. They have to work in coordination. And their works, their discharge of duties are complementary. Only then in such a society, tata lokam. When I say loka, I told you many number of times, lokra darshane. Loka is not an imaginary thing. Loka is not a utopia. Loka is something which is real. Loka is something which can be seen. Loka is something which can be felt. 100% real. No imagination, no utopia. It is practical. So such real society will be. I got other things. Now before I proceed further, let us look back into the history. Mainly Indian history I'm speaking of. We've got several examples where this statement, this Veda mantra, has been proved. Just to quote some three. It's not that there are only three examples, just I'm quoting three. On the basis of your experience and your study and study of history in particular, yes, anyone can quote any number of such examples in different parts of the world. One is the period of Mauryas. Then we had Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya. Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya. Now Chanakya was a Brahma Shakti. Chandragupta Maurya was a Kshatriya Shakti. He was very obedient and committed. Chanakya too was committed for establishing the peace and welfare of the society. Not selfish. And a good king in Chandragupta Maurya. What is that period called in history? It's called as a golden period. Chandragupta and Chanakya. They were a wonderful pair. They were a wonderful combination of Brahma Shakti and Chhatra Shakti. History defines that period as a golden period, where people lived happily. Of course, to establish, a lot of problems were there, and a lot of difficulties and hurdles were there. That's okay. But they could succeed and establish such a society. And that's a golden period in history. And coming back to the South Indian part, we have got another golden period here referred to during the regime of Krishna Deva Raya. Krishna Deva Raya was the Kshatriya Shakti. And the Brahma Shakti behind Krishna Deva Raya was Vidyaranya, a saint. A saint, an unselfish person, a Brahma Shakti. He guided Krishna Deva Raya, and Krishna Deva Raya, in unison with Vidyaranya, he was obedient to him, and he knew the very purpose of Vidyaranya, and he too had the same purpose, that's establishing a welfare society. Both worked together. And the society was established. The Krishna Deva regime was started with Hakka Bukka, the founders of the dynasty. Vidyaranya was the Brahma Shakti. And that period again has been referred to in Indian history, not only by Indians, but also many foreign tourists who visited the place. They said it was a wonderful and welfare society, a golden period. The wealth in the society was enormous, abundant, and the people lived happily. That's the reference what they write. Now one more, I got in South India or a little above it. There's a combination between Chhatrapati Shivaji, the Kshatriya Shakti, and the Brahma Shakti behind him is Ramadas. Ramadas was a saint. He sacrificed his whole life for the welfare of the society. That's the Brahma Shakti. And Shivaji too was equally unselfish. He never was selfish. He also was very much interested in establishing a peaceful and welfare society. It is a good combination again. Ramadas and Shivaji. Even that period of Shivaji's ruling was considered as a safe and happy welfare society. The rules what he established, the way he administered, everything was so fine and was all guided by the Brahma Shakti of Ramadas and implemented by the Kshatriya Shakti of Shivaji. Just 3 examples. Maurya, Krishna Deva Raya and Vidyaranya, Shivaji and Ramadas. The common factor in all these things is the perfect coordination working together for a common goal by Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti. And both being selfless. Both aiming at the welfare of the people and the society. Though the implication was localized, the same thing can be established for the whole globe, provided we have got the right Brahma Shakti and the right Kshatriya Shakti. That is the formula. Formula is that. The right formula for a welfare society is, the right formula for a prosperous society is, for a peaceful society is, peaceful world is Brahma Shakti plus Kshatriya Shakti working together with common goals without selfishness. What about Vaishya Shakti and Shudra Shakti? Of course they are together. Of course they are together. They support these two. But the basic management of administration, the basic role to be played in the ruling of the country is between these two. That is the Kshatriya Shakti and the Brahma Shakti. And this Kshatriya Shakti is not hereditary. It depends upon their capacity. The father may be capable, the son may not be capable. Then it is not hereditary. They cannot inherit the throne. Every time the throne becomes empty, it is open for anyone who is capable of ruling it. Anyone who has got the Kshatriya Shakti is free to occupy that throne. It is not inherited, it is not hereditary. But one thing is true, those who are born in that family may have an acumen, may have a tendency to pick up the Kshatriya Shakti better than others. That is fine. But that was not a rule. That was not a rule. No inheritance for any one family. Every time when the throne is to be filled up, the capacity, attitude and aptitude of the person only was the scale and never their genealogy, their hereditary. No. That is, all put together, the Kshatriya Shakti and Brahma Shakti have to work together to maintain the peace and harmony, welfare and prosperity of the whole society. Only when, that is in those places where, those junctures when the Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti are working together in coordination, Tallokam, that society will be, okay. What it will be, it's there in the mantra that we will see in the next class. The basic thing is working together of the Brahma Shakti and the Kshatriya Shakti. Brahma Shakti is the brain, Kshatriya Shakti is the limbs. The limbs are controlled by, limbs are guided by the brain. The brain has to be non-corrupt. And the limbs have to be obedient. The limbs should believe and have faith in the orders that are given by the brain. And the brain has to give only such orders which is beneficial to itself, the limbs, and the Vaishya and the Shudra group. That means they all have to work with very, very broad purpose, altruistic purpose, noble purpose. They can never be selfish. They cannot run after power. They cannot run after corruption. They cannot run after their personal gains. That is not the quality of either the Brahma Shakti nor the Kshatriya Shakti, nor the Vaishya Shakti nor the Shudra Shakti. All the four Varnas, the common factor is to work together for the welfare of the society. Here the emphasis on the just to Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti. Yatra Brahmacha, Kshatrancha, Samyanchu, Charata Saha, Tallokam. That we'll see in the next class. As I told you, today is the day for me, so I have to go a bit early. So I'm stopping at this. Tomorrow we will not have class because tomorrow at the same time I am committed to one yoga class where I'm teaching this Patanjali Yoga Darshana. So tomorrow the class will be for them. Day after tomorrow we can again sit down and continue this. And I'll open another Veda mantra which speaks about the politics, and you are all required in the administration of that thing. Still more details. It's so wonderful. And please observe, whatever I have spoken to you now about this mantra, it is universal in nature. It holds good in any part of the world, with any group, at any point of time. The winning combination for a peaceful and welfare society is Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti. Of course, Vaishya Shakti and Shudra Shakti also contribute. But the main leading thing, which has got a special responsibility for this, is the Brahma Shakti and Kshatriya Shakti. Okay, thank you very much.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Namaste.